Hey there, minions and mercenaries. It's time for episode 27 of Behind the Heroes, where we take an in-depth look at the heroes of the Storm. As this series has kind of become sort of a who's new on the block kind of series, because there's a lot of the original ones that I have yet to cover, but today we do not break the trend, have a new hero today, Li-Ming, the rebellious wizard from the Diablo universe, who is, she's a ranged assassin, and looks very interesting. We have her abilities. We got magic missiles, fire 3 missiles towards an area, each dealing 147 damage to the first enemy hit. We've got Arcane Orb, fire an orb that powers up as it travels, dealing 150 damage to the first enemy hit. The amount of damage dealt is increased the further it travels, up to 450 damage. So kind of a ranged ability. The further away you get from it, the more damage it does. And then we have Teleport. Teleports a short distance instantly.
I can also solve them.
Yeah, then we have her heroic abilities. Disintegrate. Channel a powerful beam dealing 440 damage over 2.5 seconds to enemies while they are in it. The direction of the beam changes with your mouse cursor position. So it's kind of like Diablo's lightning breath, it looks like, but I think you can rotate it a lot faster, but we'll see that when we get in to try it out. Then we have a Wave of Force. Knock away all enemies from an area and deal 160 damage. Then our combat trait is Critical Mass. Getting a takedown will refresh the cooldown of all your abilities. So it's kind of like Nova's level 20 ability, where if you get a kill with her triple tap, it refreshes the cooldown. So you can basically just start triple tapping an entire team if they're low enough health. But this will refresh all of her abilities with a kill.
Cause problems. I can also solve.
I'm assuming that just means hero kill. I think takedown just means hero kills, which otherwise that'd be ridiculously overpowered. So let's take a quick look at her skins. This is her base skin with a couple of extra tints, which pretty. These two look kind of similar, only they invert the colors more or less. So not a lot of variation there. And then we can take a look at Master Li-Ming with a lot of fancy additions to that, as they usually do for the Master Skins. Then we have Star Princess Li-Ming. Oh my goodness, this is a bit ridiculous. I think I'm just going to stick with the standard skin for this time, and let's give it a try. I'm interested to see how this works. She looks to be a lot of fun. So we'll take her for a test spin, and I believe we do start out as level 20, so we'll start with her level 1 talents. Malfurion, you got this one. You usually have some problems here in the early going. But let's take a look at her level 1 talents. We have Astral Presence, increase mana regen while low mana. So your mana generation is increased by 100% when below half mana. It's nice. Power Hungry, regen globes give ability power and more mana. So 100% more mana and grant 10% ability power for 20 seconds. Okay, so you pick them up, it gives you a temporary boost, but not a permanent boost. So that's going to be a very situational, very difficult thing to pull off, I think. Then we have Force Armor. Magic Missiles grant Spell Block, which reduces the damage from the next enemy ability cast against you by 50%. Can hold up to 4 charges. Can only gain 1 charge per cast. Okay, so if you fire your Magic Missiles, it gains you some ability damage reduction. Are you back already, Malfurion? I swear that boy can't handle it by himself. And we have Aether Walker. Teleport costs no mana when out of combat. Ooh. That is interesting. What is the mana cost for that? Mana cost is 30, so that's still pretty significant. And the cooldown is 5 seconds. You could be going all over the map with that. That I really, really like. In fact, we're going to use that one right now, because I don't know if any of the other abilities are going to have much of an effect on this little demo here. And at level 4 we have Charge Blast. Magic Missiles marks enemies for bonus damage. So basic attack and a target recently hit by a magic missile does an extra 191 damage. Just once? Or is it just the next hit? Or I'm not entirely sure how that works. Then we have S of Johan? Or Johan? Arcane Orb pulls in enemies. When Arcane Orb damages enemies, they are pulled towards its center. That is an interesting ability. Then we have Triumvirate, reduce Arcane Orb cooldown at max range. Arcane Orb hits an enemy here after traveling at least 80% of his base range. The cooldown is reduced by 7 seconds. And it's a 10-second cooldown. Okay. So if you can hit people far away, then you can shoot it off faster. That is very powerful if you can stay at range. Then we have Dominance. Takedowns restore health. 25% of your maximum health. That is some great sustain. But I want to try this pulling ability. Then at level 7 we have Seeker. Increased magic missiles single target damage. If 3 magic missiles hit the same target, the third one deals an additional 274 damage. Then we have Zai's Vengeance, or Zay's Vengeance. Arcane Orb does more damage from afar. So it does 25% more damage to enemies far away, but will be able to deal 25% less damage to enemies up close. Interesting. Calamity. Teleport deals damage. Also, and it's a lot of damage too. 542. I want to teleport and do damage. Then we have. Let's start off with Disintegrate. That's going to be the more interesting ability to see. Then at level 13 we have Cannoner. Abilities empower basic attacks. When you use an ability, increase your next basic attack by 75%, and cause it to deal ability damage. Huh. It's a very confusing one, but definitely kind of a stacking your power. Then we have Glass Cannon. Gain ability power but lose max health. Increases your ability power by 15%, but decrease your maximum health by 15%. Interesting. Then we have Illusionist. Increases teleport range and damage refreshes cooldown. Increase teleport range by 50%, and if you lose more than 15% of your health at once, its cooldown is instantly refresh. Okay, so if you take a lot of damage, it refreshes your blink. Your teleport, sorry. I'm going to try Glass Cannon. Let's see, your current health is at 2702. Glass Cannon. It does reduce it some. Okay. But not a lot. Okay, so level 16, Fireflies. Magic missiles move faster, lower cooldown. Interesting. And then we have Mirror Ball. Magic missiles fire 2 extra missiles. Arcane Orbit increases Arcane Orb range. And then we have Diamond Skin. Teleport grants a shield. Oh, I think I want 2 extra missiles. Then we have our Storm powers at level 20. We have Temporal Flux. Disintegrate slows enemies. We got Repulsion. Increases cast range and knockback distance. Tal Rashad's Elements. Cycling abilities grants ability power. Your abilities benefit from 20% bonus damage as long as they aren't cast twice in a row. That is very interesting and unique. And then we have Archon Pure Power. Where we're using Archon. We already have an Archon in this game. Use Disintegrate repeatedly, but no... Use Disintegrate repeatedly, but no other abilities. Activate to enter Archon form, allowing you to repeatedly use Disintegrate, but to be unable to cast other abilities. Is that temporary? We're gonna have to try that out. Okay, so how have we been doing, Malfurion? We haven't been doing very much, so let's just... Yeah, so this is basically free. I can just blink all over the place. It doesn't blink very far, though. I guess that's why you can do this. And let's throw oh, magic missile. That's a unique aiming mechanism. As you can see, I can aim all sorts of things.
All right then.
And then if we can throw this out. Oh, you saw it got pulled in. And then if Arthas gets back out here, let's just try Disintegrate. Arthas, I have a Disintegration beam for you. Oh, come on, Arthas. Play fun. Play fair. Okay, so that was Disintegrate. Oh, he got away. Come back here, Arthas. Okay, let's try Archon mode. Okay, we have Archon mode now. Okay, so this way I could just become a Disintegration turret. And then I cancel this to get back out of it again. That was interesting. Come on, Arthas. Oh, he got away again. Oops. Wrong ability. I want the blink ability. Okay, can we reset talents?
Here we go.
And while we're at it, let's refresh forts. Okay, we just need to throw some abilities together. Oh, yeah, disintegrate. I picked the right one, or wave of force. I picked the right one, didn't I? Yes. Okay. And just.
My old
Did these things' abilities change? Okay, I guess I still have the Archon power, so I can get disintegration beam even if I choose this talent. So we'll throw this in there. And just throw this out. I think we missed him. Yeah, so these magic missiles definitely allow for some interesting skill shots. I'm just gonna. So it's definitely gonna take a while to figure out how to do the magic missiles properly. I mean, yeah, I could just focus it on a target. But if I want to do something fancy, I like you know your enemies are spread out. You might want to do something like this so you can fan out and hit them all. And plus, if they move out of range, I mean, like I can aim here right here, but well, he's gonna walk right back into it, so that didn't help any, does it? Okay, so this is they definitely come up with some interesting gameplay. Whoops! I keep blinking into him instead of just throwing off that orb. These heroes, they definitely come up with some interesting tactics or interesting control schemes. And this one is no different. So that's Li-Ming. I like her. I hope you do too. And until next time, have a day.